Hello, my dear friends. Ever wondered about those handy little words that sprinkle extra flavor and detail into our sentences? We're talking about adverbs. They might sound a bit technical, but trust me, they're like the secret spices of the English language. They help us paint a clearer picture, express ourselves more precisely, and make our stories and conversations much more interesting. So let's dive in and get friendly with adverbs, figuring out what they are and how we can use them to make our writing and speaking shine. At their heart, adverbs are modifiers. That just means they add more information to other words. Think of them as the how, when, where, why, how often, and to what extent reporters in your sentences. Primarily, adverbs love to hang out with verbs. If a verb is an action, the adverb tells you more about that action. For example, if someone walks, an adverb can tell you how they walked. She walked slowly, or he walked quickly. See? Slowly and quickly are telling us more about the walking. But adverbs aren't just verb buddies. They can also jazz up adjectives. An adjective describes a noun, right? Well, an adverb can describe that adjective, usually telling you to what extent. So, if the cake is delicious, adjective, an adverb can make it incredibly delicious. That incredibly really amps up the deliciousness. And here's a fun one. Adverbs can even modify other adverbs. It's like adverb inception. If someone ran very quickly, quickly is an adverb telling us how they ran, and very is another adverb telling us just how quickly it was. Pretty neat, huh? Now, a lot of people spot adverbs by their ly ending. And it's true, many adverbs are formed by taking an adjective and adding ly. Think quick becomes quickly, beautiful becomes beautifully, and careful becomes carefully. This is a super common pattern and a good starting point. However, it's important to remember that not all words ending in ly are adverbs like friendly or lonely, which are adjectives, and not all adverbs end in ly. Words like fast, well, very, often, soon, here, there, and always are all hardworking adverbs that skip the ly suffix. So, while the ly is a good clue, the real test is what the word is doing in the sentence. Is it describing a verb, an adjective, or another adverb? Okay, so where do these useful words go in a sentence? This can sometimes feel a bit like a puzzle, but there are some general guidelines that can help. The good news is that adverbs are often quite flexible. Adverbs that tell us how something is done, adverbs of manner, like softly, quickly, happily, often like to sit right after the verb, or after the verb's object if there is one. For instance, she sang beautifully, or he drove the car carefully. Adverbs telling us when. Adverbs of time like yesterday, soon, now, or where. Adverbs of place like here, there, everywhere are pretty mobile. They can often go at the beginning or the end of a sentence. Tomorrow, we will go to the beach, or we will go to the beach tomorrow. I looked everywhere for my keys. Adverbs that tell us how often. Adverbs of frequency like always, sometimes, never, often. Usually like to snuggle in before the main verb. I always brush my teeth. But if there's an auxiliary verb like am, is, are, was, were, have, will, they usually go after that. She is often late. He will never forget. And those adverbs that tell us to what extent. Adverbs of degree like very, really, quite, almost, typically go right before the adjective or adverb they are modifying. It was a very good movie. She spoke quite softly. The key is to place them where they sound natural and clearly convey your meaning. Sometimes, moving an adverb can subtly change the emphasis of your sentence, which is another cool thing about them. So, when should you reach for an adverb? Use them when you want to add color, detail, and precision to your writing or speech. They can make your descriptions more vivid. The sun shone brightly, clarify actions, he answered hesitantly, or express intensity. It was an extremely difficult task. They really help your reader or listener get a fuller sense of what you're trying to convey. However, a little word of friendly advice. Don't go too wild with adverbs, especially the ly ones. Sometimes, a strong verb can do the job all by itself, and adding an adverb can feel a bit redundant or even weaken your writing. For example, instead of he ran quickly, you could say he sprinted. Instead of she shouted loudly, just she shouted often works perfectly fine because shouting usually implies loudness. The trick is to use adverbs thoughtfully when they genuinely add something valuable, rather than just sprinkling them in automatically. And there you have it, a little tour of the world of adverbs. They're not so scary after all, are they? These versatile words are essential tools in our language toolkit, helping us describe actions, intensify descriptions, and generally make our communication richer and more effective. By understanding what they do and how to place them, you can use adverbs to bring more life and clarity to your sentences. So, keep an eye out for them when you're reading, and have fun experimenting with them in your own writing and conversations. Happy adverbing!